didn't want to take a chance of passing out and falling in the
On the
glass.
bed.
So I set it down the best I could, and I walked over like 5 feet to my truck. My bed was my tailgate was open, so I laid on that and I passed out. The pain was so freaking bad. I was nauseous. I felt like I was gonna puke. I mean, it was bad.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from your favorite brother-sister duo, sharing relatable life experiences, some tips and tricks, and a whole lot of stories.
Good morning, everyone, or afternoon.
Hello. So
Welcome
weird
back.
to be like next to you for a change.
This is pretty awesome.
It is. It's a different
Sitting
vibe.
outside. At home is like what, 20 degrees for you?
Yeah, I think it's going to be snowing possibly.
Yeah.
So that's,
Wow.
yeah, that's going to really be
I'm not
terrible.
even sure what Nashville is. Probably in the 50s, I would guess. But who knows? Doesn't matter.
No,
We're in San
we're
Antonio.
here. We're here. Nice weather, and
Love
doing
you,
it
sis.
together. Oh,
Love you so much. So,
love you too.
we're not going to have any topic today, per se, that we normally do. We're just kind of, as they say, we're just going to free beat today. So, yeah, let's just go. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
So, right now, we're sitting at our parents' back lanai in a pretty, like, brand new subdivision.
Yeah, it's pretty new.
Yeah, it's pretty new. It's like all the homes are all brick, and it's pretty nice. San Antonio right now is like 60. I don't know if that's right, 68. That might be my natural temperature.
Maybe
Sure.
that might be.
So
it's not super hot, but
no,
it's
but it's
comfortable.
Nice. Yeah, very comfortable. So it's kind of really nice. I will say for anybody who travels to San Antonio, bring you some saline spray if you have nasal stuff.
Yeah,
I am suffering bad.
Apparently, Oscar's having some issues.
Yeah, so
they have some kind of pollen that's really bad, but it hasn't bothered me.
Like cedar pollen or something. Like that.
Yeah, Mount Cedar is like this really bad pollen, but I've been good surprisingly. Always. You, on the other hand,
I am kind of suffering, but
sorry if Oscar's nasally because but it's all good. It's all good. We've had some fun here.
Yeah,
being together. We've hung out with family and had like old, barbecue like we used to many years ago. We didn't have everybody join us, obviously, but we still had a fun time.
And the ribs came out smacking good.
Yeah, I didn't try it, but everybody said they were good. I'm not a big rib person, so that's a hard no for me. But they looked good. Yeah, that's the count. The picture looks good.
The rice and beans that Tia Blanca and Mom and our Aunt Lou made all together. It's like a team effort. They all helped and cooked in the kitchen and all that. All that turned out really good.
Oh yeah,
it was definitely like theoretically like an OG cookout that we used to have. At Lisa said back when we were way younger.
Oh yeah.
So it was really memorable, and obviously our aunts and uncles, they're all getting older, so it was nice to be able to spend that time with them.
Right? Because I haven't seen them in forever, and I'm sure you didn't either.
Yeah, it's been like probably 15 years since I've seen Aunt Lou and Uncle Victor, if not longer. Jeez. So it was it's really nice. But he hasn't changed. His demeanor and laughter and jokes hasn't changed. So I think that's a big part of it. As you go through life, laughing and having a good time and not like really stressing about the small stuff or dumb stuff.
Right.
I think you just kind of have a healthier lifestyle after that. So
totally. Cool. Yeah. He's been through a lot, and he's happy and funny and telling jokes and making fun of people. He's the only one that can make fun of people like bad that you're not offended, because he's just for him, right? So funny. And like even Jackson just like gravitated to him, and he's met him when he was really young, but he's just, I don't know, he just has a good aura about him. Like he's just so calm and happy.
Yeah, he's like that guy or that person that anybody can walk up to and he'll just start talking to you. He's like him and I and our other cousin really don't have any strangers in our life.
No.
So
no, Oscar can meet a friend anywhere. I mean, anywhere.
So it's really cool. You guys are going to be heading back soon.
Yep, we gotta go back to the cold. It's been a fun month. We have done so much stuff and had a lot of family time, and Jackson has had a blast and spoiled, and all of the things. But yeah, we got to go back to reality, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, but it's all good.
But yeah, I mean, I'm glad we were able to
have
the opportunity. I'm glad that, I was able to, be a stay-at-home mom, that I can be gone for all that time. Because otherwise that wouldn't have worked. And this is the last time that Jackson can be gone too, because once he starts kindergarten,
it's over.
So
it's like a full-time thing then,
Yeah,
it's going to be more critical
to be in school.
Right.
Yeah, we can't take off a month in kindergarten or first grade in that. So
I tell you what's also was really cool is you guys picked me up from the airport, and your husband rented the Tesla,
right?
And I've been in them before, and I got in them, but it's kind of like they're so outside of the norm car that you're used to.
Oh yeah.
So you get into it's like, okay, what do I do? And so that was kind of the deal.
I couldn't even open the door when we first we first got it. I was like, how do you open this? Like,
so that was different. There's been a lot of different experiences on this trip. We went. I don't know if you guys. So I don't want to go too far, but the clips from the waxing.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be.
I don't know if you guys have seen this.
No, I haven't posted anything because we need to edit it and figure it all out. But I'm just gonna say that the waxing, Oscar did get some waxing done while we were here, thanks to Furless Waxing here in San Antonio by Liz. She delivered on her waxing for sure,
right?
And Oscar took it. He did it as best as he could, but it was definitely funny. So we will have those eventually too. But I will try and get some little teasers when I get back home, and I'll organize with the video. But they were funny. They
just the facial expressions.
Oh yeah,
right.
That I was pausing the video at different spots and. Good Lord. But everyone, you can see Oscar has 2 eyebrows now.
Yeah.
Woo! No more unibrow. His nose hair, ear hair. He's like a new man.
Yeah, I'm like a new man. I actually got like tunnels now. Before they were like, I don't know, like a tree in front of them, I guess.
It's like a cave.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And everybody was like, oh, you're going to breathe so much better. And obviously I'm not because of other reasons.
Well, it just was a coincidence that happened at the same time.
But it was my first time doing this. So that was really cool to have that experience by Furless Wax. Liz, thank you so much for stepping up and going above and beyond for us to have more content to be able to share and go over the experience. So I do want to go into the experience of me going through this. Like I said, I never done this before, right? So I felt obviously naturally I felt comfortable because it's our cousin, So
right.
I felt natural. That was probably a big ease for me.
Same, because that's who first waxed me. So I think having that her is like familiar, that it was easier. Right. You felt more relaxed and more.
Definitely.
That's how I felt as well.
But then she was going to do my nose hairs, and she put that wax in there. And it was like sitting there, I guess, getting hard because it's liquidy, right? Hot liquidy. It's not like hot. It's
but it's warm, right? Yeah.
So that was I was okay with that. And then get in, and then it dries up, and then they pull the stick that's in there to get the hair out, right? Well, while the stick was in there drying up and hardening, she was doing my ears. And that's good. She was doing it, and I'm like, I feel like I need a tissue to blow my nose
because it felt clogged
up. And then, so she's doing it and does my nose and doing my ears and all that. And then she's like, all right, the other one. So she's like, hey, Lisa, you're gonna you want to do it? You want to pull it? And I'm like, absolutely not. No, she's not. She's not doing this. And you can see the eager in Lisa that she wanted to do it so bad. And I'm like, I don't know if she wanted to do it just for experience or just to do it, try it.
Both.
Or she wanted to be like, oh no, I'm going to torture him. He's going to get it back. Well, you know what happened? She tortured me. And I don't think and I know she didn't do it on purpose.
No. But it was stuck. It was stuck for real. Like, I guess I didn't realize how strong it is. And when I tried to pull that out, yeah, it was. I'm sorry. I probably took a few more hairs out or some skin. Yeah. I didn't mean to, but
she didn't do my nose. She did my ear.
No, I did your nose.
Did my nose. She didn't do my ear, rather.
I probably should have done your ear instead, but
I don't know. I probably have been. Well, I could probably get headphones cheaper, so I could just get one side. She probably have pulled my ear off.
Whatever.
So, but yeah, it's really funny because you hold their forehead down, right? And then Liz is like, "No, push down, hold it." And then while my head was on the pillow that she uses, my head actually sunk down like another 2 inches. Yeah, I'm like, holy moly!
She made me push down hard.
Yeah,
but I mean, after doing it like that first time, I understand. Like, right. You definitely needed to have.
I've probably done the same thing like you did.
You needed to have a good grip for sure, because for real, that thing was stuck in there, like stuck,
like 4-wheel drive stuck.
Like it was stuck.
So that was experience with doing that. And that was kind of one of the things that we wanted to do, because we did mention this earlier in our podcast when we were talking about it and had the interview with Furless Wax, that, hey, it's like, maybe we can get some like donations for us to fly to San Antonio to do the waxing and stuff. Well, the donation part really didn't work out. And it wasn't because we wanted to ask you guys. It's not that. The part that I had a hard time trying to find out is we didn't want the donations to come to us and then us make a donation to whatever company or person we were going to do it to. But we did find a really good company to deal with, but it was going to take some time with them to be able to get like a number for all the contribution donations to go to what we picked. Otherwise, it would just go into the company for whatever you wanted, to that organization. We wanted to make sure that we got the credit for it, right, so we can keep track of who did what. Because I wanted to do like
shout outs or whatever.
Yeah, big shout outs to everybody for one, and then the other one was like, like for this ear, $20 for my nose hairs, whatever, $30, something. Whatever, armpits, $100 or whatever. We want to do that. And I was actually going to go through this, armpits, legs, all this stuff, just to be able to have donations to the contribution company that we pretty much decided. Yeah.
Right.
And it's a big thing when you go look into these contribution companies or these organizations, that you really go through it and research it, because a lot of them are paying like their CEOs and owners, like $800,000-$900,000, and are getting like these $2 million bonuses. Well, a lot of the money that's being contributed is going to these salaries. I'd rather contribute money and be used for the cause. So I'm not going to get into that topic.
No, yeah. There was a lot more that we learned, I guess, about charities and stuff and donations and where they go when we were looking it up. So maybe in the future we can set up some other kind of fun torture Oscar thing for donations.
Poor old guy. I'm going to claim I'm old now. I think next time we do you.
I did some waxing too, and it's on video. So
so Liz did my eyebrows. Obviously, she got rid of the unibrow. She did my nose and my ears. She did Lisa.
Just my nose. And then
she also did Lisa's husband.
Yes.
So it was really cool for her to do that for us.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody that knows Liz before they met us through the podcast and streamers, thank you so much for jumping on our boat too and watching us and keeping up with our content.
Yeah, we appreciate that for sure.
So definitely anybody in the San Antonio area or is going to take a trip for SeaWorld or whatever theme park for the Six Flags, whatever it is, you make a trip to San Antonio, stop by Furless Wax Studio. She is so awesome. A nice little, quite cozy.
Yeah, her little space is so it's calming, it's cute, it's comfortable. She has, the music thing that I won't say, but you could put whatever music you want and just chill. Yeah. Like she's a hustler. She does good.
Yeah, she does. She does really good. And
So
the
I'm
other thing
proud of
too.
you, Tito.
Yeah, we were definitely really proud of you, girl. Really proud of you. The other thing too is when you go there to do that and sitting there. So I mean, to me was like I know there's going to be a lot of like profanity or language was because I didn't know what the pain. I was like, oh, there's going to be a lot of the MFs and stuff. And yes, there was, and she's okay with that.
Yeah.
So don't think that you're going to a place like you got to be like prim and proper.
Oh no.
She's very true person, down to earth. So
she's real. She'll tell you like it is.
yeah,
But
she'll tell you that hey, you got extra load there. You know, we need to do another swipe. You know, whatever.
Yeah, but she'll be nice about it. But
yeah, right.
But you actually weren't too bad. Like you weren't.
I was not.
I thought you were going to be way worse,
so
to be honest.
So did I.
Like I thought you were going to be really bad.
Stuff like on movies when they do it, they're like,
well,
you know,
it's a movie, but
right.
But yeah, I mean, especially like if you're pulling it slow, she's doing it fast.
I kind of like that slow thing, but whatever.
You're weird. Well, I also didn't do like your chest hair or armpits or something like that. So I think that would have been different for sure. But for what your nose and because that was only one little thing in each one, and then just your hairs. I mean,
no, it's cool.
So it wasn't. You weren't as bad as I thought for sure.
And then we went to Andretti, right?
Oh yeah, Andretti's go-kart racing and arcade.
Yeah, it's like an arcade interior go-kart racing. So that was really cool.
And then they had a bowling thing there too.
It was like what do they call it? Duck bowling?
Duck bowling. So like the pins were like so small, like maybe 6 inches tall, like
and they're on strings.
Yeah. So it's like you could never get a strike. It was so frustrating.
And then so Lisa's husband goes to it was his turn, he goes and throws the ball. And I mean he did like a power shot down the alley, and I don't know what happened to the pins, but the thing wouldn't reset because all the pins were all twisted together. The strings were they're all tangled up, so that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then we did the Lisa's husband and dad and I did the go-kart thing. So they're electric indoor go-karts, and they have like an indie track, and it's up a hill, down a hill, and turns and all that. So we did that. It was really fun. You know, the speed, the turning, the drifting part of it, all that. And then I came out of the pits, and I was the first one out, and I was having a problem with my cart, and somebody hit me, and then next thing you know, Lisa's husband comes in at full blast, blasting around the corners, just flying, and completely just T-bones me in the side. So the next morning, I'm like, oh, I remember like my rib cage aside of it. I'm like, why does it hurt so bad? It's like so sore that my thigh is so sore. And I'm like, oh yeah, Lisa's husband freaking T-boned me like at 200 miles an hour. It seemed like.
Yeah, he's he loves those things, so he's like
he's experiencing them too.
Well, yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we did that, and Jackson got to play a bunch of arcades and stuff.
He was living his best life for sure.
And then did the bowling. And
it was his first time bowling. So
right, yeah. So Jackson got to bowl, so that was really nice. I think towards the end he got more comfortable with it. So.
And the ball was like I don't even know. It was like a softball size.
Right? Yeah.
So then it wasn't heavy, so it was perfect for him to like try it for the first time because we wanted to take him to regular bowling, but those balls are so heavy, even for him. So that was a perfect start. But yeah, it was called duck pin bowling. I'm pretty sure is what it's called. Yeah. But I know that those Andretti places are starting to pop up more around the United States because we're going to be getting one in Schaumburg.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
So. Yes. And they did have little go-karts that Jackson seemed like he was interested, but not sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Next time maybe.
Yeah, maybe next time he'll do it. But I did see the guys that were running it. They were holding like a remote. So they were probably kind of driving them a little bit more. Yeah. So, but I mean, you got to learn somewhere.
Yep.
I choose not to do those because they terrify me, but it's fine. I'll watch. And then I didn't even get to watch because the lady broke her dang glass right in front. The door literally said no glassware in the viewing area, and she comes out with her empty wine glass and breaks it right in front of the doorway. And I'm like, Are you kidding me? I just wanted to go in there, and I was literally asked Mom to hold one of the drinks so that way I could go in there because we weren't supposed to bring the glass.
Right, right.
And she breaks. I was like, well, okay. Oh well. I probably wouldn't have been able to figure out who was who anyway because all of you guys had helmets and stuff anyway. So
that's another thing too. Is they give you like a nylon sock to put over your head, and then they put you get a helmet,
right,
and visor. It's pretty legit. It's pretty legit. So that's a cool experience. And like I said, they're all over the country.
Yeah.
So if you want to go do something like hang out, have beer, whatever, and they have beer and food, and go check one of those places out. We're not sponsored by them or anything, but we're the type of people that we see something that's really cool and it's like a legit place, and
right.
They're nice and like that. We'll definitely we don't mind sharing good content like that to the, for somebody else to have a good experience. So that's kind of cool too.
Yeah, I have the place we went in Corpus Christi, the dolphin boat ride.
Oh yeah.
That one was cool, and I don't remember the name at the moment, but I have it written down. So that one I'll put as a recommendation if you're ever in that area also.
Did you see Flipper?
Yeah.
I don't know why that name just popped out.
Well, it is a dolphin, so.
Right.
There was, and I was surprised. There was quite a few dolphins. I wasn't sure how many we would actually see.
Right.
But they said that they lived there year round.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure if the water was going to be too cold. Because that water in Corpus Christi was freezing.
Was it really?
Oh my God. And I wasn't being a baby. It really was cold.
Like Lake Michigan cold, or like summertime?
Yeah, it was cold.
Yeah.
It was cold.
That's cold.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure if we'd actually see any dolphins on the boat ride, but we actually did. So I mean, not a whole bunch, not as much as if we were in Clearwater or anything that in Florida, but it was still cool to see. Jackson was excited. We all got to see those. So yeah, we have had some random. We went to Bandera. It's a cowboy town.
Oh yeah.
And it was such a small town, but we had a fun time exploring it, and they had the nicest people in the restaurant. They were so kind.
Nice.
And it was weird because there was a restaurant bar that the people actually had their horses tied up to the front.
Oh yeah.
That they rode their horses in. So that was cool to see too. That people still do live right. It was called the Cowboy. One of the biggest or oldest cowboy.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Well, we are outside, so
we are outside. So they're still building houses, and some weird animals going craw craw craw.
Yeah, there's a dog around here I think it has to be a dog because I thought it was a dying animal the one time, but it has to be because I've heard it multiple times, and I'm like, that dog's vocal cords or something's wrong because it sounds so bad.
I didn't mean to cut you
off. But no,
but...
yeah, that. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different places that we went to that were pretty cool.
Right. They went to the rodeo too, right?
Yeah. So
Liz
and I went to the rodeo, and
how was that for your first experience?
It was fun. I mean, I've seen bull, racing or whatever in Illinois, but that was
a different level, right?
It was different, and that was a terrifying experience because we went and with Dave and the boys and his sister and her kid, and so it was just a little family outing thing, and we were pretty close. We were maybe 8 rows from the front, and this bull was not having it. It was just not wanting to listen. I mean, I get it. It's animal, and things are tied up, so I don't blame it.
Right.
But it was just going crazy back and forth, and then they couldn't control it at all. And it literally was trying to jump into the stands.
Oh, wow.
So its front hooves were almost on the rail of the first row.
Oh,
so that happened, and everybody from the first row all the way to us, we pieced out because that was so terrifying. Oh, yeah. So that was my only experience with any of that kind of stuff.
Going this time,
so I was all right, well, I don't know about that, but because we actually were going to see Russell Dickerson, a country guy. So the rodeo was before. So for his seats, we were in the 200 section anyway. So I'm like, I'm safe up here.
Well, cool.
But yeah, it was cool to see the different events that the rodeo has, and we got there early and we were able to walk around and look at all the different the cowboy boots and hats and just like the environment and see all of the Texas size food and just like giant turkey legs, and there was a plate of like curly fries that was like a huge like so it was a lot of fun that
I'm glad you got to experience that. Because I mean, I grew up with that, living, growing up in Houston with my dad.
Right.
So that, so that's
like, it's like normal.
I would expect that, right?
Right.
So I'm glad you got to experience that part of my life. What I see. So that was pretty cool. So they're here in San Antonio for like another week, and then from San Antonio
they moved to Houston. I think, right?
They go to Houston, but they do a trail ride, and all the cattle and they ride the horses from San Antonio to Houston.
Oh.
To the Houston Astros and the covered wagons.
For real?
Yeah. And
that's cool.
And you see the Texas Longhorns, which is a real thing. It's not just a football team.
No, I have a picture. Those horns are humongous.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, you could probably fit a Volkswagen Bug on top of their horns. They're huge.
It's crazy.
They're probably what? We see total 8 foot? 10 foot wide?
Maybe, yeah. I don't even know.
They're huge.
So though, right? Huge.
So so you can see them walking down the trail. You can actually walk down like a side highway that they use, a back highway, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they do that, and then like at night, because they won't get there in one day, right? So they actually stop and camp out and like do like the old cowboys and have cooked beans or whatever, So that was from remembrance of when I was a child, and from a couple people that I talked to around said that that's pretty much what they do here too. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
So
it was interesting though to see like these little kids, showing their pigs, and there's this huge cow, and there's a girl, she's probably like 12, and it's on a little rope, and she's just walking it around. I'm like, that thing is like 5 times the size of you. Aren't you terrified? But I mean, if you grow up with it, I mean, it's just normal, but it was wild to see that. But it was cool though, experience overall for sure.
That organization does when they raise some kind of animal, whatever it is, they raise them from baby birth, right, all the way up, and they get to the rodeo, and they go in through auction, and they auction them off to the highest bidder, right?
Yeah.
And the people who buy those are not buying them for like slaughter like that. They're buying them because that's a donation they're doing for that person or that charity, that school or whatever. So when I was in it, when I was growing up in Houston, that's called the FFA. Future Farmers of America. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of the same thing. So they help them or teach them about raising the animals and the care and then the auctioning, kind of like a farmer would do.
Right.
That's kind of cool. So yeah, that's a cool organization. I got a friend of mine that I actually grew up with. Her daughter, excuse me, raised a sheep or a llama or something. I think it was a sheep, and it just got auctioned and all that. So it's a cool organization, a cool thing. So anybody who's like in Houston, San Antonio, whatever, and you want to go do something like a long weekend, look up. I mean, coming to see the rodeo is like really cool, right? It's just something different.
It's different.
They got the live concert.
They have the concerts, and like during the day they have rides, and they had so much activities for the kids, like petting areas and just lots of photo ops. And yeah, I definitely recommend it for, if we were staying a little longer, I would take Jackson too, because he would love to see all the animals. But yeah, it was definitely a fun time for sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad you got to experience that and see that. That's a really cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
So now, what's your plans now? Getting back and getting settled back in.
Getting back to our routines, because our bedtimes and all have been all messed up.
About 1:30 last night, 2 o'clock.
Well, yeah, especially us too. Not just Jackson's schedule, but me too. Like it was,
And it's one thing you put him down to go to bed, right? Even if it's at 9 o'clock or whatever time, right? You put him down, but then you stay up till 1:30, 2 o'clock. You still got to get up at 5 or 6 in the morning.
6:30 he came in. I'm like, please,
yeah,
let me sleep
it's
till
like, come on,
7,
buddy,
at least 7:15.
Yeah, come on, jump on in and snuggle up with me, right? So,
But
yeah,
yeah,
have a child. I mean, that's great part of
it's
it.
what if, yeah, I know that, so that's why,
Right.
it is what it is.
I
But
didn't think about that this morning. Like, oh my God, we were up so late, and then you still got to get up. And we've done that 2 nights in a row, I think.
well, ever since you got here, yeah, 2, 3.
So
it is what it is.
yeah,
I mean,
so
that's why there's coffee.
That's right.
So I mean, I had some already earlier, and I'll have some again in a little while.
Yeah, I skipped out on mine today.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I skipped out.
I'd get a headache.
I don't get those.
Really?
Yeah. Not that I've noticed, anyways. But yeah, I skipped out on that. I'm doing no coffee today, and I wanted to wait 6 hours. Really, I want to wait today before I ate anything.
Really? Why?
It's something I just been doing, kind of just cleanse me out and just like slow down, and then I think it uses the whatever it eats. I'm gonna have some hard-boiled eggs in a minute after we get done. I'm gonna have those, and that kind of just starts easing me back into eating.
All right, you do you.
Yeah, I do you. It seems like I feel better after I do that. So,
but yeah, go back to routine and like eating better. Not that I ate terrible here. I have done. Mom is a big fruit person, so we've had lots of fruit and salads and stuff. So, and like those mini cucumbers and hummus, like that's my jam. That's my snack. I know it's weird, but like we've gone out to quite a few restaurants to eat and stuff, and I've had my share of shrimp for sure.
How was the shrimp? Was it shrimp?
Oh, shrimp. No, it was Sea Island.
Sea Island,
I think.
Yeah.
Oh my God, those shrimps were probably one of the best shrimps I've had ever.
They were mine. And they weren't even my shrimp. I tried yours. I'm like, oh my God, these are so good.
No, those. What
did you say, garlic or
it
lemon? It
said lemon, pepper, and butter, I think, and maybe garlic. But
and then they were char grilled.
It said that they were lightly battered, but I didn't even taste any. Battered. But yeah, it was char grilled. Those were those are bomb.
Good shout out to them.
Yeah,
if you're here, hit them up.
Yeah, no, they were really good. And then in Corpus, because they're closer to the beach or to the water,
right?
So a lot of them, they said they had Gulf shrimp. So I was like, do they really? Because you never know.
Right.
And I'm like, are these frozen? But those suckers were huge. I got coconut shrimp. Oh my God, that's the only coconut thing I'll eat. I don't eat coconut food or anything like that. But those coconut shrimps
were amazing, right?
Oh my God, they were fat. They were so good. So those are fried also. So I've had a lot of fries and fried shrimp.
Yeah,
but
that was the only thing fried that I've had so far.
But otherwise, yeah, burgers. We've had quite a few burgers. The In-N-Out burgers.
Yeah, In-N-Out. Apparently, it's a like pretty hot thing.
Yeah, right? It's more California and Arizona. Arizona is where I tried it first. So, but I guess it's more of those kind of states kind of food. But there's one here in San Antonio, so they've had to have it. And I was like, yeah, it's good. Might as well. And I mean, by the time you ate it, was probably a little cold because it was a little bit of a far drive.
Right.
But did you think it was? It was.
It's not. It didn't taste as I remembered when I was out in LA. But they're not as warm for one.
Yeah.
And it seemed like these didn't have a whole lot of the sauce like it did before.
Oh, maybe it had they didn't put as much. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a little bit thing, but yeah, that was different. Experienced that. Let's see. I don't know. That was pretty how it's been.
Yeah, because I would say otherwise
they're pretty busy, really. Nice. Yeah. And then they went to a museum here.
The best children's museum we've ever probably been to. Deuceum Children's Museum in San Antonio. Like, it's fun for everybody.
Right, yeah.
We had, the adults can have fun, too. They actually have, it said, nights that they will close for the evening. And they'll have, from 6 to 8 or whatever, just for adults to go. and go, because there's like an area that had like some spy thing, so you had to figure out like clues to open different things. It was kind of like an escape room, I guess, because you had to move a picture frame and you found a code and stuff like that. So it was fun for like me to do. I think Dad had a fun time doing that one too. So they said that they have nights where they do adults only, and then they have like drinks and stuff. But yeah, Jackson loved that museum, and I recommend it for sure. So, especially since he's been out of school for so long, we did try to do some educational things. But for sure. It was fun for everybody.
He's such a good traveler too. Like getting him a car, he's pretty good about just riding and doing he goes, "How much longer?" Like, okay, 9 minutes. When we went to go the Andretti thing, it was like 9 minutes, and then Dad didn't get off on the right thing or missed it, whatever. So he had to go back around. And he's like, "How many minutes?" It read like 11. He goes, "It was 9."
He knew it went up.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. She's pretty cool. The other thing I wanted to ask is, are you going to be doing any waxing at home? Well, didn't we talk about you getting your waxing license?
For real, I think I might.
Just something like
I gotta look into it and do it as like a side hustle or something.
Yeah, because she's actually licensed. Is your license still good?
For
phlebotomy?
Phlebotomy, I have to take some courses, a course or two.
But she's actually licensed in the state of Illinois for phlebotomist too.
A vampire.
Yeah. So good thing I don't live in Illinois, so she can't practice on me. So.
Oh, Mom and Dad came in, and Mom didn't even feel it. I was one of the best ones.
Get out of here. For the way real. You did my nose, I don't believe it.
Well, a vein is different than that. And you're my brother, so it's fine. But no, I did a great job. The other people, because we would have to practice on each other. Oh my God. I had to tell this one girl, I'm like, you cannot do me anymore. I'm like, I looked like a druggie because I had so many marks on my arm because she was so bad.
It's like, okay, for now, I'll go wear some long sleeves for the next couple days.
I'm like, I was so bruised. I bruise easily anyway whenever I do get blood. But it was so bad. And then the teacher, he was even like, nope, nobody can do Lisa today. She's off limits. I'm like, thank God. I'm like, this is awful. Yeah. But that was fun. Doing other people's, but no, I'm actually pretty good. I mean, it's been a while, but
she always Lisa's like that person that when she does something, she goes 100%.
Yeah.
So it's if she don't get it right the first time, she'll keep on doing it until she gets it right. So that's pretty cool. And then the other thing I wanted to add to is I almost didn't make it down on this trip because so I have a door next to my garage that needed some work done on it, and I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and take it off the hinges, and I'll wipe it down, clean it, and repaint it and all the stuff, and I'll put it back up. Well, I did one side, repaired what I had to repair, wipe it down. That side I wasn't going to paint. I was going to paint the other side of it. So I grabbed it to flip the door on the sawhorses, and when I did that, and the door wasn't balanced on my hand, so I kind of did one of these with it, and when I did that, the door landed in my hand, and it pulled my elbow. So I don't.
You had a little bruise at one point,
but I seriously thought when it happened, I definitely thinking, I was like, okay, I either tore like the tendon or the muscle.
Right, because you said it was so painful.
It was so painful when it happened that I started feeling like I was going to pass out. So I set the door back on the sawhorses. It's all glass. It's all little glass panels in it. I didn't want to take a chance of passing out and falling in the glass. Right? Yeah. So I set it down the best I could, and I walked over like 5 feet to my truck. My bed was my tailgate was open, so I laid on that and I passed out. The pain was so freaking bad. I was nauseous. I felt like I was going to puke. I mean, it was bad. So I wake up from being passed out, and I stand back up because I got my fire pit going at the same time. I'm like trying to get some stuff going. Cleaned up and this and that. This ice storm. We're still trying to clean up from that.
Right.
So I stand up to check on the fire pit, and I start feeling I'm gonna pass out, and it was like so quick. I was back out. So I woke up on the ground this time. I don't know how I didn't end up with
how you did not end up hitting your head and bleeding out or bleeding like something.
In the meantime, all this is going on. My wife's at the store shopping. So I'm home alone, right? my dog's upstairs in the living room or wherever in the house.
You watched it and like tell you, like alert you that you fell or something?
No. And I don't know if just because the way I felt, because it wasn't like full standing up.
No, right? But if you were sitting in the bed of the truck and then you were on the ground, like what happened?
Well, I stood up and I started feeling it. And I'm like, I'm not going to make it. So I put my hand on a tailgate. So I was going to try to pull myself to it.
Oh, and you just sat down.
I kind of just like a slinky right back down.
Do you have video of that? You should have checked your video.
I should check my cameras, yeah.
You should, just to see what
You're so
happened.
Mean.
No, not to make fun of you, but I'm just like,
I'm gonna look
because I'm curious how.
I don't know
what happened.
So that happened, and then my wife got home, and I said, "I'm like, this hurts so bad, so bad." I can't even hardly. So I was walking around like either like this with my thumb in my shirt, or hanging straight down. So I'm like, hey, man, we've got to get that door back on because the house is gonna be wide open. She's like, I don't know if I can lift that. I'm like, well, you're gonna have to try.
Superwoman.
So she grabbed one side of the door, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me grab the bottom so I can bend over on the ground, towards the ground, and put that door, and you just hold the top. See, she's got a bad back, so I tried not to have her back up.
Too much, yeah.
But bend over. So it was her awesomeness. She stepped up and helped me out, get the door back on the hinges. That was really cool. Thank you, baby.
Superwoman, sister.
So the door's fixed now. Stop paying, but it's fixed. Right. So that's all good.
Well, we're glad that you are, you didn't tear anything and that you'd have to have a surgery or something, because that's what we were afraid of. And I said, hey, you do what you need to do, and it is what it is. But glad that didn't happen.
Yes, I went to a Vanderbilt's walk-in clinic. And she's like, well, let's go do an x-ray. So they did an x-ray, and they're like, well, good thing it's not dislocated or anything like that. And I'm like, I was really kind of hoping for that because they really didn't want it to be torn.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't want to have surgery. And I was like, well, dislocation, they can pop it back in. I'm good to go. And I can make San Antonio be able to do this.
Well, right? Yeah, because it was like 2 days later.
Right. So I was like, if I have surgery, I don't think I'll be able to make it that soon. And then by then, Lisa would have been gone.
Right, yeah.
So make a long story short, they did the x-rays, and the doctor comes in. She was like, well, it's not fractured. It's not broken. It really looks like you've torn your muscle or your tendon. She goes, I'm going to send you to an orthopedic emergency center, and they can do it. So we go over there. Well, they're not doing MRIs or CTs or any of that unless you have an appointment for that day, which I didn't, because I was in an emergency. Well, right. It was weird. So anyways, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to hang out. I was upset because I couldn't get it done anyways. Mm-hmm. So I told my wife, I'm like, let's just go home. Let me just chill, relax.
Wait it up. Yeah. And see how it goes.
I called the original doctor back, and I'm like, hey, what can I do for the pain? She's like, well, do this, do this. So I did that. And then I have my water cooler. You put ice in it, and it circulates water in this pack. And I had it for when I had my surgery on my knee, my meniscus.
Right.
I'm like, oh, yeah, I got that. So then I wrapped that thing around my elbow, and I just kind of laid there. Like all Saturday evening, I was just laying there. Sunday, I kind of just laid around, had it in a sling, laid there. Monday, I still had it in a sling, and then had one of those copper tight fit things on there. So I did that, and I'm like, you know what? I feel better. I don't think it's torn. Well, as you can see, it's not torn. I can't do this fast or faster because it does hurt right
in the forearm.
Yeah, but it's getting better. So the good thing is that I really honestly don't believe I tore it.
Or maybe if it might have been a small tear that it's
or I pulled a muscle.
Right. I mean,
at this point, I'm good. I'm in San Antonio with my wonderful sis.
Oh.
So it was good. Hanging out with mom and dad. So that's kind of been interesting. Mom and I had some really long conversation yesterday evening, this morning, last night, whatever you call it. Just like just general life stuff, and that was really fun. I took in a lot of information from it, and I think she did too.
That's good.
Yeah, I think she's starting to see like the world a little bit differently. Yeah, and I am too, obviously. Because I'm still learning.
Everybody's learning every day. So we're all learning.
That's pretty cool. So that was neat. I was really glad that I was able to make the trip.
So, yeah, Jackson was super excited.
If you need to stay home and you need to take care of you, worry about you first, blah blah. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, would you just shut up? I got this.
Well, and I knew that, so that I didn't want to push it too much. But I was like, well, then he's gonna be, oh well, I guess I just won't come or whatever. And I was like, well, let me just leave him alone. And if he wants to come and he's still in pain, he's not gonna come if he's in super bad pain. Right. So I'm like,
she's like, wait, you gotta carry your bag. How are you gonna carry your bag? And this,
because like just the way that you had described it sounded so awful. So I was more worried about.
I heard it like
exactly. So like, when you said that and was like that you were in so much pain, I was like, well, yeah, that's gonna be a lot of work to try and just to come here and like we can figure something else out to see you and or whatever. But
it was really hard. So I made it.
Right.
It's all good.
Jackson was excited to see you, and he was sad that Kim and Marley did not come in your suitcase.
I told Kim that. She was like, and then he goes, can Kim come and put Marley in her suitcase? And I'm like, oh my God, he is so cute. I love him.
Yeah.
So he was excited.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely was excited to see you. And so I told him, I said, we'll have to come down there. Maybe when he has like a longer break or something.
Maybe like not really spring break, but
like a 3-day weekend, 4-day weekend kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because, I'd like to see my doggy niece and my sister, of course. And Jackson obviously would too.
So that's the other thing with Marley, right? So I left early Wednesday morning, and I fed her, took her out, did all that, and Kim was still asleep. So I was gone at the airport, or later on that evening, her dinner time, Kim feeds her. She want to eat.
She missed you.
Right. But the next day, she was like, Kim said that she was just sulking, the entire time, the whole day and stuff. Well, the next morning, wife was got up and taking a shower and doing her blow drying her hair. Well, she's like all happy, and she's like, well, I told Kim, I'm like, oh, I guess she got over me pretty quick.
She said, oh, never mind, I'm fine.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Marley.
So she's special.
She's more than she's more than special. I'll take her though. She's sweet, even though she's crazy.
So something else I wanted to talk about, kind of bring up. So we talked about doing this and just kind of like the silly questions and this and that, right?
Right.
So I know I asked one time, have you ever cupped your hand and then smell your own fart, right?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that, and I'm like, do you ever get up in the morning? This is like really honestly. This is not like a silly question, okay? It's not.
Okay.
Do you ever and I'm not saying that you do right now either. So okay, but you ever get up in the morning and get up and brush teeth and stuff, and you start like after you brush teeth, right, and you walk into the kitchen and get your coffee, whatever, you're just like, still feel dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Like my breath still stink, right? So do you like cup your hand and shit like that?
Oh yeah.
So we were at I can't remember I went there to go see my father-in-law, just stop by, see how they were doing and check a couple things over there. And I'm walking and I'm talking to him, and he's like like face to face to me, and we're talking, and I turn around and go, to smell
because you thought it was you.
No, because my mouth felt like it was like dirty,
not clean.
Yeah. So I was like, and he goes, what are you doing? So he asked me, he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just checking. I go, I thought my breath. He goes, am I smelling? I'm like, no, I'm just checking. It's so weird being out in public. We could do that. People are like, oh.
Well, yeah.
He must be nasty, right?
Well, yeah, because there's even times like ever since I switched to like more natural deodorant too, it's a different, it's very different to get used to. Like you sweat differently, and like then it's very because of all the chemicals and new deodorant, and I won't get into that. Right. But the natural one in the beginning, it's rough.
Is it?
And that's like then so I'd be out in public and I'd be like, checking every 5 minutes just to make sure. But then I didn't want to be like obvious. Right. So I would like pretend I'm bending down to tie my shoe and like smell or like grabbing a snack for Jackson. I would like in my backpack. I'd be looking.
The finger check?
The finger check.
Yeah, you stick your finger in your armpit and you slide it out and smell that.
No, I feel like that's more noticeable than like trying to bend down.
Well,
and
I guess when
smell.
you're a bunch of construction guys and you're out there working.
Well,
because I've done it. I put my finger underneath my shirt and I'm like, nah, I'm still good. Because I carry a thing of deodorant in my toolbox.
Oh. No, I don't blame you.
So you always got to do that finger check. Nope, deodorant's still good.
No, yeah, it's I would definitely, but yeah, it's I do that in public. I check my armpits, and I have done like my breath. Like I'll just kind of be like, like if I'm coughing and kind of just try to do it like that, so it's not like noticeable. Because that, yeah.
So I'm doing something different right now. I'm doing.
Hi, sorry, I have a visitor.
Oh, little body.
All right.
So I've been just started doing something different since I came here. I didn't want to check my bag again, so I wanted to carry it, right? Mm-hmm. So I didn't bring any deodorant, right? So I've been, and I've this kind of led up to something that I've been reading about. I have sometimes I have to switch from men's to women's deodorant because something in the chemical just starts irritating me in my armpits, right? So that's kind of where it started. And I'm like, well, you know what? So I was reading an article and I talked to my doctor about it before. He goes, you had this issue again. He goes, just don't wear any. Let your armpits kind of readjust
to that.
It'll heal itself up and then you can start back up. So that's kind of what I'm doing this time. So last night when we're over at Diaz and grilling out and doing all that, right? I moved and I'm like, ooh, I feel kind of sweaty, right? So I got up and I was like, I'm gonna go outside for a minute. And I went,
I needed that.
And I was starting to I said it in my mind. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't done that in a long time. It kind of felt good, I was like, oh yeah, I've still got it.
It just was natural to you to do it. That's a natural way to check.
Yeah. Then I went to the grocery store at Tia Blanca, right, to go get the meat for barbecue and grilling and stuff. And she's got bad knees, so she got on an electric scooter thing. And my foot was hurting, but I was like, I'll walk. It's not going to be that bad. So she got an electric scooter, and we're going through. It died in the store.
No way.
Yeah, the whole thing we got was cilantro and tomatoes, and we were going to right behind that is the meat stuff, and it died. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go get you one. So I go get one. So I go outside and go get her one. I'm coming in, and the doors and sliding coming in. It died right there. It was fully charged. It said it was fully charged, and it died. And the guy goes, "You okay?" And I'm like, "Hey, I go, it just died. It was the second one that's done that." He's going to go get you one. So he's coming in, and almost to where I was at.
Again.
He was like, "Oh," he goes, "I gotta mark these." He goes, "Let me go get you one." So he went and got another one, and I guess it was a brand new one.
Oh.
But it was like, it was like no more problems after that. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So as
3 scooters that were dead.
Exactly. And so we were leaving, and the store manager, Tia Blanca, knows her, right? So she's like, "Oh, I want to introduce you to my nephew, blah, blah, blah." And I was telling her, I'm like, "Hey, we had the scooters and they died." She's like, "Oh," she goes, "They already told me about that we got a technician coming." Oh. And that was at HEB Groceries, y'all. So I found that, and the reason why I'm not sharing it because of what happened. I'm sharing it because this store is like really family, and they take care of their shoppers, and the stores are really clean. HEBs are really good.
I say they do a lot of things for the community and stuff. Just the company, that HEB company,
like the tornadoes and hurricanes that come through. HEB just shows up in a neighborhood and starts opening up trailers with barbecues, things going on and food and all that. So that's really neat. Let me see. So just a lot of good things about Texas.
Well, yeah, definitely.
So doing that. So the other one was when you go out with Jackson, like traveling and stuff like that. Do you ever try to look at other people that are traveling with kids, like just get ideas of what they got, like a special bag?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Or like that?
Yeah, definitely. Like or if it's something like I don't know, like an easier way to carry something or whatever, I'll go ask, like, where did you get that? Right. That's a cool idea. Or snacks or something that looks like good or water, whatever the case is, if it's like something that's going to make my life easier.
Right. For sure. Right.
I will definitely ask for like, oh, hey, where did you get that?
Right.
Totally.
The reason why I'm asking though, you're seeing the countries where they do that towel thing around them and they tuck the baby in a towel thing, right? So I don't know if it was a couple or it was just a guy with her, some stranger or whatever. But anyways, it was a lady, and she had 2 large suitcases. Well, in one of the suitcases, she had one of them towel things, right? Or blanket, whatever, wrapped, whatever. And she wrapped it around the handle, right? And then the kid was sitting on that towel thing, and she was just
dragging him.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my God.
You have to think.
You have to be so inventive, right?
Yes, you have to. You got to think anyway when you're traveling, especially if you're traveling by yourself.
Yeah.
Like there was times where I had the stroller and 2 suitcases and a carry-on by myself.
See, that's just crazy.
So in the, like I would figure out, okay, the stroller has like a carrying spot anyway. So I'd put the bags, I'd stack them in there like perfectly. And then I'd push with one hand and pull with the other one. You just figure it out. Right. And it would be funny because like I'd be in the security line. So obviously I don't have the bags anymore, but I still have the stroller. Then I have Jackson. So I would, there would be people, we'd have to take out our laptops or whatever it is. So I would have that out already and I'd still have him in the stroller because I like keeping him there as long as possible because I'm freaked out about people see whatever. Right on, so sure. Then I would grab him out once I put the other stuff in. And then, I get my thing button ready or whatever to pull the stroller and somebody's like, oh, did you need help? Oh, I guess you don't need help. And by that time, I'm already throwing the stroller onto the conveyor belt and they're like, oh, okay, you've clearly done this before. I said, yeah, it's not my first rodeo. I've done this by myself for plenty of times. And you just adapt to whatever your situation is. Yeah. So either if it's traveling or just being outside in public parks or whatever.
That you can give a mom that's traveling with a child or children, what would be that one tip?
Snacks.
Just,
yep. Snacks and...
That's not what I would have thought. I'd have been like entertainment, number one.
Well, yeah, that too.
You could always buy snacks.
Yeah, but depending on the kind of snacks, though.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, and entertainment for sure, and snacks I think are the top 2 things. And don't feel guilty about giving your kids screen time on a plane because that's what I do that, or we bring coloring books or whatever kind of entertainment. Because I'm not going to be that parent that goes viral because somebody else complained about my kid.
Well, you said I'm not going to be that parent that goes viral. I'm like, why would you go viral? Duh.
Because if somebody's going to complain about my kid about doing something. So, yeah. But no, some kind of entertainment, whatever works for them. I've done to go to the dollar store and get like cheap little like cars or like random things. And I don't know, depends how long your flight is. Maybe if it's only 2 hours, maybe, but, oh, hey, look, here's a new thing. Or, hey, look, here's a new thing. Just something new and inexpensive so they could play with. Or there's things that you can suction to the windows. There's sticker books. There's all kinds of things.
Started downloading some movies or shows for him.
Yeah.
So you could do that as well if you got, your tablet.
Your tablet
download them, and then you don't have to have the Wi-Fi. But I noticed now, like on my flight here, it's something new. That T-Mobile and Southwest have teamed up. So if you've got their Southwest Premier credit card, you get free Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah.
But it's really first. I tried it to see if I can FaceTime with an airplane mode. And it says, how did it say it? Something about like you can't really like have phone calls during Wi-Fi calling during flight. So, and it does block out certain websites.
Okay.
So just keep that too. But you're able to get on Facebook, TikTok, my email.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Really, we just download like movies or shows, and then I'll download either a book or a podcast. and I just
Two Voices, One Life, baby.
Yeah.
I did.
I know you did. Yeah, you watched it. But yeah, I'll just do that because now that Jackson's older, he's able to entertain himself a little bit better and able to. Because before would have to start a movie, then he'd be like, "Can I have a snack?" Okay, so that I would be pausing my movie, and I said, "Forget it. I'm not even going to be able to watch this movie or whatever." So on the way here, I set him up with his little lunchbox. He had his food.
Oh.
And that way everything was already there for him. He had his movies, he knows how to work it, he had his headphones, he was set. I was able to type out some ideas for episodes and do other things.
Multitask.
And and I listened to my book and it was great. So it gets easier and easier, especially he's been traveling since he was 9 months old. On a plane was his first trip, so he's
good. It's pretty. I was like I said, I listened. I had our episode going on YouTube, which I recommend you download that one or watch it on the flight. Our last one to actually see it.
Oh yeah.
So there was something special I did on that one.
Yeah, I seen some of the clips. So, we had some technical difficulties on my end, and it's entertaining.
Yeah, right. It was entertaining. So I had that going, going, watching, listening, this and that. And then I was working on some LLC and trust business stuff.
Oh.
So kind of multitasking myself too. And then so that was cool. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can do on a flight. And then I pointed out shared a clip with Lisa. Hopefully she'll put that out of the flight stuff on the Southwest, like the newer one, the 800, of all the new updates to the CD.
Oh yeah, and like the tablet holder or whatever.
And the USBs and stuff like that. So that was kind of cool. That's something new, and that's what we're all about. It's just sharing stuff, experiences that you and I go through life. So if you guys haven't noticed yet by watching us, we really enjoy being with each other or talking to each other, hanging
sometimes. It's kind of a pain in my butt sometimes, but I still enjoy him.
And you know what? I haven't paid you back yet.
For what?
Taylor Swift, baby.
Oh.
I haven't paid you back yet. Even my little Tater thought it was funny.
He doesn't even know what we're talking about.
Get back, little Taylor Swift, baby.
Whatever. I'm not going to hate on T.
It's all good. Thank y'all so much.
Yes, thank you. And we'll share some of looking forward to posting some of those waxing clips, and I'll share all of the places that we've gone to that we will recommend, like food recommendations and all that stuff. I'll share all of that. I have lots of work to do to be sharing. When this airs, though, I'll probably be posting it that same week.
Okay.
I got to get back home and get in my groove of editing and adding all that stuff in. But there'll be some funny content coming up soon.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Thank you guys for always supporting our show. Please subscribe and review on Apple Podcasts. Follow and rate on Spotify or subscribe on YouTube. 2 Voices, One Life Podcast. That's the number 2 Voices, One Life Podcast. Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram and TikTok. That's 2V1 Life Podcast. Also, our Facebook, 2 Voices, One Life Podcast. We hope you guys have a great week and catch the new episode next Wednesday. Bye.